the thing. It's one of the things I was taught. If you try to do things the easy way, then what's going to happen is you're going to end up having to do it all over again, and it's going to end up and it's going to end up being longer than it would have taken if you'd have done it the right way. If you did it the right way, you wouldn't be worried. You wouldn't have to worry about that bullshit. All you'd have to worry about is basically box office sales if you did it the right way. But if you decide you want to take shortcuts, you're going to end up going the long way and fucking it up.
Snafu.
Yeah. You're going to deal with one problem after another. Hence, in this case, you're going to be dealing with a lot of angry fans.
Like this one right here. It's already angry as it is. I'm like, I will tag you in the video clip that I tagged him as a network and saying, this was the Jonah Hongers that I was looking for. I thought Rihanna was going to be Shayna. I thought Stormer was going to be played by Katy Perry because, let's face it, she looked like Stormer. And Pizzazz is going to be played by Charlize Theron.
Well, she's been doing other movies. I mean,
that doesn't sound too bad.
We just
talked about Charlize Theron in animated movies.
Yeah, she did. She was in Aeon Flux, and now she's doing that movie Dark Places.
Aeon Flux live action sucked. I heard it stunk.
Oh God, yes.
Well,
you guys.
My girl has the movie. My girlfriend has the movie.
No, so. See what they did was what I didn't like about it was they did the Dark Horse version of Aeon Flux. And I think we can all agree on. We like the MTV Peter Chung version of Aeon Flux.
I got the entire series.
Huh?
I got the entire series of DVD.
So is my girlfriend. She has it too. My girlfriend has it too.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I used to get off from school in college, make a beeline to get home so I can watch Liquid Television. So I could watch Aeon Flux because back then it didn't have no dialogue. That was one of the cool things about it. It was a cartoon with next to no, it was a cartoon for adults with next to no dialogue, with a badass female assassin with the coolest handlebar hair you've ever seen. I don't know how many times I spent combing my hair, trying and putting mousse in it, trying to make the
Robin.
the Aeon Flux curl and clean.
Robin. Well, at the beginning, when they first started doing Aeon Flux on MTV, they were just shorts. And in every episode, she was getting killed.
Yes, I know.
She was the same badass, but she was getting killed.
Yeah, she was. But the cool thing was when they had that one day when they put all the episodes together and made one great big long half-hour series. Even though it was only one series, it was still cool. And then eventually when they made the actual series with the voices with one of my all-time favorite voiceover actors, John Smallberries as Trevor Goodchild. And who does not love the last name Goodchild? The show became even better. I loved it. So when this came out, I was like, oh, they're doing the Dark Horse version? I mean, to me, the only thing that they got right was the opening with the fly flying into her eyeball. Or, with
she catches it with her eyelashes.
Yeah.
Now, I'll say this.
Oh, and I did get what they did with the, I forgot what her name was. She was black in the movie, but she was white in the series. The girl who had she had the hands for feet.
Oh, her?
Yeah. I love the choreography. I love the fight choreography with that. That looked really, really cool.
Robin.
It just...
I'll say this. As bad as these live-action animes have been, they pale in comparison to one of the original bad live-action Americanized anime movies.
Which one? And I probably saw it.
Well, okay, next to Dragon Ball. Okay, so second. It's like right there with Dragon Ball Z.
Oi.
Fist of the North Star.
Oh.
Ouch. I literally got a pain. Oh, not only going there, but don't also forget the other two that went along with it. Street Fighter and Fatal Fury.
Guyver.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Guyver
Oh, yeah, and that was, and that, you know what? God rest his soul. Guyver was Jimmy Black's favorite. He had the Guyver tattooed on his bicep. And even he hated the live action movie. He hated that shit so much when he went to talk about it, I thought, like, damn, let me get out this guy's way.
I would love to have him on the show so he can discuss it.
Oh my God.
That was a horrible movie.
I think he wanted if we had him on the show talking about, he'd probably be talking about wanting to blow up the studio.
I'd be right there handing him the grenades and the C4.
Yeah.
And the nukes.
I would be, if I remember correctly, it wouldn't surprise me if he was the one who came up with the phrase turd sandwich when it came to the Guyver movie. He hated that movie. That was a travesty.
Anyone who was a fan of the Guyver, and those of us who have never seen the Guyver, myself included, who has watched the live action version of the movie. I'm sure the fans of the original Guyver anime / manga,
Jimmy, may he rest in peace,
were very much pissed off.
Yes.
Like really pissed off.
Don't even get me started.
Whereas the people who have never seen the anime or read the manga, like myself, who watched the live action movie, again, like myself, watched it and was like, I don't think I want to watch the anime or read the manga.
And this was a guy who very rarely raised his voice for things, because he was a rather calm, cool, collected guy, unless he wanted to, whip someone's ass. Mm-hmm. But he was in rare form that night. He hated the live action Guyver.
That was a horrible, horrible movie.
I hadn't even seen it, but I took his word for it, and I was like, well, damn, if he think it sucks that much, I'm not going to look at it.
It was bad.
Mm-hmm. And he had his whole bicep from about to here down to about here.
From his shoulder down past his elbow.
Mm-hmm.
From his shoulder down past his elbow, he had a tattoo. Now, I'll tell you this. The fact that they made that so shitty, it dissuaded anyone from ever wanting to read the manga or watch the anime. It was bad.
Look, I also got to say this. Look, going back to the one with Hato Ken, that was Street Fighter, right?
Oh, or a shot called Strip Fighter. Fuck all that bullshit.
The one with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Raul Julia.
That is, all right, that is two things I didn't get. First of all, why was Jean-Claude Van Damme, well, we know why. Why he was considered the star of that when his character was Gold, right?
Guile.
Guile was not the star of the series. He was one of the fighters, but he wasn't the big head honcho. And then, Del Jr., God rest his soul. The Addams Family, both of them. Kiss of the Spider-Woman. He got an Oscar for that shit. How do you go from Kiss of the Spider-Woman, Oscar-nominated movie, to Street Fighter? I mean, I know you want to work, but damn, man, really?
Yeah, really. But you know what? Fortunately enough, that Street Fighter, that poor man's excuse for a Street Fighter movie, live action.
He was just trying to get into action hero franchise.
Paled. Basically, no, not paled, but that was not Raul Julia's last movie. Fortunately, I mean, the last movie.
It wasn't.
No, it was not.
Thank God.
His last movie was called Down Came a Blackbird.
Okay.
It was a TV movie. It was maybe a TV movie.
Because that was going to hurt if I found out that was his last movie. Because that was a brilliant actor. Great actor.
Great actor. Always put himself into all the movies, all the roles that he's done.
And like I said, I just don't understand how do you go from. Although my mom always said, when it comes to acting, if you want to work, you want to work. She always pounded that in my head. But I just don't get how do you go from winning an Oscar to that.
Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing about acting that I've learned. After you get your Oscar and or Academy Award,
you stop caring.
Exactly. You stop caring. You're like, I got my Oscar, I got my Academy Award. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. Take for example, one of my favorite actors of all time, Morgan Freeman.
No. Yeah, he's a good one.
Won, I think it was an Academy Award or Oscar. I think it was, and well, for Driving Miss Daisy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on now, Miss Daisy.
After he did that movie, he said, "Fuck it."
Well, no, but he did have some good ones. My all-time favorite, Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
I mean, rehabilitated. That's just a fancy word y'all just make up just to feel good about yourselves and shovel us some damn paper. You know, I mean,
well, no, he
gotta love him in Shawshank.
He did. I mean, he was like, you know what? Fuck this. I got my award.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you guys. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want now.
True.
And then he went on to do that god awful movie Wanted. And
but you gotta love him. But you gotta love him in Christian Bale's Batman as.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what his name is, and the tech guy. How could I forget the name of the tech guy?
The big one?
No.
Cyrus.
Lucius.
Lucius Fox.
That's it, Lucian.
Lucius Fox. Yeah. He played Lucius Fox in all three of the Dark Knight movies, in which he was really good.
Mm-hmm.
But that also falls into the same area of don't give a fuck. They don't give out Oscars. They don't give out Academy Awards for portrayals in action movies.
Well, yeah,
actions or comedies. It has to be like dramas or like some kind of a romance or something drama. Like that. Yeah. Or something based off of true events.
Mm-hmm.
Like you like if you're doing like a comedy or an action comedy, you're not gonna get like they don't consider that shit in their repertoire, which is really sad.
True, but this also brings us to, since we're talking about this, might as well get this out because they have been talking about this. And our friends in the group, the Full On Nerd group that I belong to, which is really, really, really big into anime and comic books and action heroes, they have brought up, and the Full On Nerd website page on Facebook has been abuzz this week with the news that after all these years, Akira is finally in production as a live action movie.
No.
And I don't know if I am happy or pissed off or a combination of both.
A little bit of both.
I look at it this way. We are now advanced. We have the technology that we can make Akira. Yeah. We have the CGI. We can make Tetsuo just blow up and just get all gross and babyfied and have the muscles and the mechanical stuff, just veins and popping out left, right, and sideways. Yeah, we have the technology now that we can make a live action actor look gross enough as Tetsuo. But I fear Hollywood is gonna fuck it up.
Wait, is Hollywood making this?
Huh?
Is Hollywood making this?
I don't know. I gotta check.
Because basically, any anime that Hollywood touches and turns into a live-action movie turns into complete and utter shit.
Well, I do know. This I do know. don't know if he's doing it now, but I do know a few years ago